What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Doing love messages for all the signs. I'm on the sign of Scorpio. So there's 3 cards for what they think about Scorpio, 3 cards for how they feel about Scorpio, and 3 advice cards. 3 cards for how they think about Scorpio. Whoa. That one came flying out of nowhere. The advice cards. Okay. The bottom is the Hanged Man. The Page of Swords. The 4 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands. Also, the 2 of Cups is here. So for how this person thinks about you, you have the 3 of Swords. So this is someone who has been heartbroken. This is someone who might be dealing with depression. Someone who has been through some pretty significant losses in their life. And somehow still managed to still be standing. But you could see that things could explode. So I feel like they see you as someone who's been through a lot, but still kind of holds your composure, like things are okay when maybe they weren't, and maybe things weren't really built on the greatest of foundations sometimes. Then you have the Hierophant. So they think of you as someone who, you know, they could be in a relationship with. They think of you as someone who you're not exactly the conformist type where you're you kind of think about things in a different light. You kind of have your own version of how you do things, despite what society thinks or says. And at the same time, you're not really afraid to change, you know, or still be strong. I feel like there's someone who wants to apologize if someone did break your heart. They do want to apologize for how bad they hurt you. Maybe they themselves had some things that they needed to kind of release. Maybe this person wants you to release the fact that you were heartbroken by someone else. Maybe a Taurus or an Aries. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like someone feels like this is destiny. Someone feels like this is something like it was meant for them. You know, you came into their life maybe to teach them something, maybe to be, I think someone wants to get married. think of you in that way. Then for how someone feels about you, you have the Judgment. Someone from your past, I think, might be coming back. Someone who maybe left or you left that kind of wants another chance with you. And I think it was after this heartbreak. And probably it was after, this might have been someone who was in and out of your life. Someone who could be watching you Facebook, by the way, or wants to talk to you, send you this message. They see you as someone who's a really good friend, someone who is not afraid to kind of be wonky and have a good time, someone who they could go out to coffee with and it would be really fun. Like they feel like you're really supportive of all of the people in your circle. I think that they want to, maybe they'll be sending you a message like, oh, hey, do you want to go get some coffee or something like that? They see this, they think that maybe they made the wrong decision in the past, or maybe you made the wrong decision about them in the past because maybe you only saw them as a friend. Or maybe this is what this person can offer is friendship. But I feel like it's deeper than that. But maybe this is how things started. Maybe this person was already a friend of yours. Then you have the Hermit. So this person might not be talking to you. This person might have needed to learn something. But I think that how they feel is that maybe you don't really... they don't see you out as much. They would like to see you kind of go out more. They see you as someone, like they feel like you can see yourself clearly in others. And I think that maybe you kind of were the catalyst for them kind of seeing something in themselves as well. Then you have the High Priestess. So this talks about a teacher, someone who kind of has this respectable... like, things that maybe other people don't know. Maybe they want you to make a decision and not be so secretive, and they feel like maybe you didn't really tell them things. They see you as really secretive. I think that they think that you kind of keep things to yourself and you don't really reveal yourself to very many people. Not very many people really know you. And I think that they would like to get to know you is basically the message that's here. But also trust your intuition when it comes to this. Because I feel like if you could feel their energy, then you would know maybe things are different, or that they don't expect you to take the action towards them, that they want to take the action towards you. And for the advice, you have the Knight of Wands, which kind of flipped in the reverse. So I kind of feel like this person was kind of someone who has a lot of sexual energy. Someone who's in and out. They didn't know what they wanted. I think that they realized in passing and looking back, they do know what they want. But this is kind of for you to decide, trusting your intuition, if this is the same situation or not. Because I feel like you know what you want now. This person should know what they want. If they don't, then it's not the kind of energy you need to entertain. Then you have the Queen of Swords. This is discernment. This is knowing who to cut off, knowing who to stay, knowing who to let stay. Be perceptive. Be quick. Make up your own mind about something. On your own for yourself, no matter what anyone else has to say about it, and kind of be completely honest about everything. But maybe don't be as harsh, because some people can't really handle the Scorpio harshness. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the Five of Swords. So this is mental conflict, but this is also conflict in general, because I feel like something about this situation causes other people to be upset or jealous or angry. And there is some kind of energy where there could have been some violence, or maybe there's just a lot of mixed feelings. And I think that it's just kind of saying, be sure about what you feel. Don't spend too much time in your head kind of fighting yourself on it. Because then you have the Two of Wands. I feel like there's just energy of bringing something together where you both want to do this, but you do need to actually take the action to do that if this is what you want, instead of fighting yourself on it. Making up your mind if you want to cut them off completely or let them come in, but making up your mind before then, and when new things are brought up or whatever the case may be, because sometimes I feel like Scorpio stands in their own way and they kind of self-sabotage. They'll think themselves into a bad mood. And I was watching someone's video of Star 555 earlier today, and she said a quote for Scorpio, something about think of only your desires, never your fears. And that's kind of like, I wrote it up on my thing to remind myself, because it's very true. Think about the things you desire, not your fears, because I feel like a lot of the things that we do in our lives, it's because it's based off of fear and not what we truly want, and then we're manifesting the things we're scared of it back into our lives. And that's why we're really afraid to take a chance and kind of do that. So if we're not doing that, then we're going to be able to make a better decision on this, I think. The Hanged Man talks about someone who is unable to let go, someone who is still holding on to something. So she's holding on to a flower, and it's like part of her wants to let it go. And I think that this is just saying someone isn't able to let go of you, or maybe you're unable to let go of someone else, and it's very apparent. The energy is still kind of here. But at the same time, make sure that if you are to get in a relationship with someone, that neither one of you are holding on to another person's energy, because that'll throw it off. And pay attention, because you have the Page of Swords. This is kind of the doing research, kind of creeping Facebooks, telling the truth. This is having this curiosity. So I feel like someone is just very curious to see, like, if they still have a chance with you, or are you still holding on to your ex, or are you the kind of person that will always hold on to them even if it's a difficult situation? Then you have the Four of Cups. Not being sure of your feelings, not being sure of what you want. With the Three of Wands, this is energy of making a choice and a direction. Looking ahead towards the future, being hopeful, waiting for someone, working together with another person, travel, movement in a specific direction, and not having other people involved in on that choice, for one, and two, making damn well that sure that there isn't another person on either side before you take that leap is kind of what the hard part is. But I feel like we're growing and we're seeing things. Not only that, but High Priestess, come on now. We can tell when someone is lying, and calling people out on that bullshit. Like, if you really want to lie to me, you can, but we're really not going to stand for it. The choice is kind of up to you, sink or swim. But it's more about like having this confidence, knowing what you want and going to get it. And I think that's the main theme here is, what do you want? Because someone's coming back, Scorpio. Someone might be coming back after a divorce from someone as well. But they needed to kind of handle something on their own. but they do want to come back together with you and kind of, have some good time. Jesus. Have some good times together, but so romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Now I have to grab this card that fell way over here. Jesus. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime for somebody. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So the Three of Wands is you're going to have to make a choice between two people. You have to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and it has to do with your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts kind of rule your reality all the time, because some of us really weren't optimistic about love anymore. Some of us might have been with someone who flirted with other people, or maybe it's time to flirt with other people again. I think that there's an issue where you're dealing with someone who has children, who kind of went back to a situation where there was to a family situation because they needed to heal some family issues, and there's no love left in this situation for them. They don't feel the love in this anymore, regardless if there's children or not, and someone just wants to have a conversation, to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Someone wants to know if they can come back. Someone feels like you're the love of their life. Someone still has very strong feelings for you. Someone that you're separated from. Someone might have gotten a new job, or maybe you're going to be separated from someone that you're currently with because of a new job. But there was chaotic energy here, and if it's still chaotic, I don't know. Somebody just wants to express their love to you. Someone has been calling you into their life, calling in their soulmate. But it's important to love yourself first, so that you know what you're not going to put up with, because it's only in loving yourself can someone else truly love you for who you are, and can you teach someone else how to love you and be able to love you. Because if you're still not able to love yourself, then you're going to be more prone to attract the wrong kind of people, because some of you guys, there's soulmate here, there's a twin, and it really is about you kind of figuring out what it is that you want. Because I think that we're confused about who our twin is, and who there's another energy where someone doesn't really want to commit. And be discerning this month, because you're going to have to make a choice. But there's a new leap of faith here. Someone wants to start a new beginning.